Okay, here I am doing a response video to the games we played against those guys the other night who were complete dicks, like that Tilt guy and his group. So this is our first encounter with them, and I just want to point out a few things, and I'm going to point out all of my mistakes as I see them, and then if anyone else sees anything that I'm doing that's stupid, because I do a lot of stupid stuff apparently, feel free to point that out in the comments or something, or on the cone. But the first thing is our positioning. You can't see them, but Jeff and Hillary, I believe, are right behind me up on this ledge. So we have 3 up here and 3 over there. And Crit, if we're going to trade roles in the future, I really like this spot to start. It's a really safe place to just sit, and you can thrust right around the corner if someone's up top and just boop them right off. You can take care of snipers, or if there's a Pharah there, you can kill her fairly easily too. So just the small amount of diva wisdom that I have, I can pass that to you. Okay, so we'll watch the beginning of this, and then I'll pause it when I have some comments to make.
And a Widowmaker. They've got the Ana again.
Oh, and this positioning is great for stuff like that. Like, had no one been over here, he would have been able to get in. And of course, he has no idea that I'm standing up here, and that Jeff's standing up here. So, like, somebody should be up here to see shit like this. And he immediately runs away.
I'm a Kree.
So I heard Crit say Widowmaker, and I knew she was going to be there. Even though a lot of the time I'll wait till I see one shot come down, I didn't even want to give her one shot to know that she was there. I just tried to guess when I thought she'd be there. That was pretty close.
They're still coming that way, Torin. Got one. Gonna get stuck in here.
Took the Widow. And then, Crit, you had asked me about Divey Diva. Like, that's textbook how I do it. Pretty much whenever I dive somebody. When I'm playing okay. When I'm not playing okay, I fuck it up. But that was right. Like, I waited until I saw she was half health. Then I flew at her with my cannons going. And then, when I had closed some of the distance, then I fired my rockets so that more of them would hit her. And I mean, that's overkill for Widowmaker. I could have taken her out with just my cannons, but I really wanted to make sure I killed her dead immediately.
Eric, there's a Junkrat behind you.
Yep. Coming up. That was really good call out by Jeff. I could hear the Junkrat behind me, but it was nice to have somebody say, hey, watch out. And then playing down here in the coming minutes, you're going to see me continue to like go down to that door and try and set up that pinch. And I think whenever somebody goes to the right, an attacking team, we should try and set up this pinch because it works really well. The only thing you really have to be careful about are the respawns coming in. Like, you really have to pay attention to the kill feed, who's dying, and then kind of feel out, okay, how long is it going to be until they're coming up behind me.
Junkrat's down.
Now it's a Reaper.
Got the Zen. It's just
Big mistake right there, right? I need to save my boost to get out. There was no reason for me to boost in there. Like, that was dumb. Mistake number 1. Mistake number 2, I'm being shot from the right by the Reaper. I didn't check that corner. I just thrusted right in there. In reality, what I should have done to do it correctly was just jump down, run over there to the door, and look inside. Like, I would have seen him, but instead I'm in. I do make it out, but then I lose my mech like 2 seconds later.
Reinhardt now. switched out to a Hanzo and a Reap.
Enemy visually confirmed.
Shit, how the hell did that Reaper get behind me?
Okay, right there. The Reaper. The Reaper's over there. And apparently, oh, their Hanzo's over there too. Yeah, we saw him go through that right side door a couple seconds ago. So it's clear that we need to push really strong to that right side. But if you watch, that is not what I do. Like, I'm Baby Diva, obviously I can't really help that much. But I could be shooting through that door. And Hillary's about to call for help. And what do? Like an idiot, I go the other way. Even though I can see that Jeff is already policing this side of the Tracer and can kill the Zenyatta that's going over there much more easily than I could as Baby Diva.
System malfunction.
Fuck?
Help on the right.
The Zenyatta's coming left.
Hero never
Oh,
dies.
that cock.
Our objective.
Okay, like, why am I chasing this Zenyatta? Jeff's got this under control. I should be back over there on the high ground, helping you guys with what little damage I can put at.
Will soon prompt.
I'm down.
And then I die.
Double kill.
I gotta pick on the Hanzo.
I'm back in the game.
Shit, I got flipped. I'm gonna die.
Lost.
My ultimate's ready. Let's do this.
Objective.
Okay, from here we make a couple of good changes. I changed to the Winston, gives us a little extra shielding. Even though they've got a Reaper and it's not ideal, I just try to stay away from him as much as possible. And if you guys remember, he was going to the right side a lot, so I was just trying to police the left side. Just kind of made that my job. And Jeff switches to the Pharah at some point, which is also a really good switch. And Anders makes that suggestion here in a second, that somebody go Pharah. And then I suggested that somebody go Junkrat, because Junkrat is a good counter to Reaper. You just have to play the Junkrat, I think, a little bit more defensively, so you can still spam your lanes and everything from inside the ball. But you just have to like watch out for that Reaper, because he needs to get close to do what he is going to do. And Junkrat's like the last character you want to get close to, right? So, when they have a Reaper that's like really testing us, we should probably have a Junkrat.
Hey, Crit, you feel like playing some Pharah? I could, because that's a pretty good counter for a lot of what they're doing. They're Junkrat and they're Reaper. And they don't have a hit scan. All they have is an Ana.
Weapon system
Use a
optimized.
Junkrat too.
Reaper on back here.
I should have said something way earlier there. That was a mistake. I should have said something when I saw the red cloud that he was coming in on the left. We did get him, thanks to Torin. Without Torin here, he would have killed me.
For your own safety, get behind the barrier.
I should say he might have killed me.
Jesus.
Red fire coming in. Coming up the left side. Dragon's coming from the left right. Come to me for healing. I'm in a trap.
Double kill. Triple kill.
I sense a pattern developing.
I'm gonna jump back here. Yeah, every time, this is a good thing, but this is what Anders. Every time I go after that Ana, she's got a Discord orb on her.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Which really helps me
I sense
kill her
a pattern
fast.
developing.
Good
I did not have to use Valk.
Yeah, they totally ignored it too, which is terrible on their part.
Yeah, Crit's ult there was really, really well timed. Like, that helped us win that fight.
I recommend moving behind my body.
Okay, I just want to point out our positioning here. I think, well, this is Crit, and then maybe Hillary, and Jeff and Torin. This might be Anders too, but we're spaced pretty well. Like, we've got me over here, we've got two on the point, we've got people on the right side. Like, I think our spacing is good. We're filling the map, as Sensei says. So, I think that's helping us keep these guys at bay too. And then, like, a key thing, like, they had that coordinated push, and it felt like we were just all like back on the point, which is exactly where I need to be. Like, that's where the fight is. You know, spacing here I think is good, and filling the map I think is good. You know, and there's Jeff over there. So.
Junkrat's coming in on the right again.
Got it.
Nice, Torin.
Oh yeah, and this is exactly the moment when I found this sweet little spot for Winston to sit. I can watch this left side. I've got this long sight line so I can see if they do anything. Pinky over here. And then I've got this huge pillar to my right so they can't see me from main. They can't see me from the right side. So if we play on this map and I'm playing Winston, this is one spot where I probably will be most of the time between fights.
Hanzo's up on the right on that stack of bricks.
Oh, you're purple.
He's low.
Stupid poison.
Nice. Reaper.
Track this motherfucker.
Thanks, so
I didn't want you to die. You were so low, but you're purple and I can heal you.
So I don't know if you called that Reaper like the second you saw an Anders or if you tried to fight him first. I couldn't tell from where I was. But you could see how fast I got back there once I heard Reaper and knew where he was. So call him out like the instant you see him. Like, don't try to fight him and just kill him yourself. Even though we all know that, like, at least 80% of the time you can. But call it out, I can get back there really fast. This is another spot I like to sit with Winston, just inside main. I can see the right side and main, and generally people don't check their corners, so I can end up behind them on this right side, or I can zone off healers who are going that way, which is what I'm about to do.
That Zen's low out there. Still really low.
Don't push up too far. Reaper's coming right. Okay. Once again, this is bad communication on my part. The instant I saw that Junkrat, I should have said, Junkrat's within right side. Because if someone thinks it's just Reaper in there and they go in, well, they're going to have a big surprise. I do say it here in a second, but I should be saying it. We all should be saying stuff like that, like the instant we see it. So it's Junkrat.
Got the sign. Reaper came in on the right. Watch out, Cred. I'm down.
On the point.
Junkrat was right behind him.
Fucked up my jump there. Thanks, Eric. So I didn't need to pop my ult there, but with Reaper and Junkrat on the point, and I wasn't sure if anyone else was going to get back or make it back, because you never know what's going to happen. I thought it was better to not get killed, because those two could definitely kill me.
Where were
For your own safety, get behind the barrier.
Bad shield. Like, I just wasted that shield. That D.Va had already fired her rockets, which is really the only reason I would need to drop the shield right in front of her like that. Or if she was like spearheading a push, I would drop it in front of her, but that was just a waste. Luckily, it didn't come back to bite me.
This will protect us.
Although it did give Hillary and Torin, a little protection over there while they were engaging.
Pass into the iris.
Very up.
Zen's on the point. Don't know what he's doing.
That's better.
Once again, Anna's purple the minute I go after her, which is awesome. Anders is paying attention to who I'm trying to get, which is, I don't know if you notice, I'm really just trying to get squishies for the most part. Like, I'm kind of running away from their D.Va unless I see her in a situation like this, which I'm about to go after her here, I think. And I'm definitely running away from their Reinhardt, because there's not much I can do to him, unless I know or I've got a couple of people with me and we're working on him. Oh, no, I ran away.
Excuse me for dropping in.
The Junkrat is over in the far back right. Reaper's coming in the right side again. Jesus, how does he keep getting in
I'm
there?
coming right.
Without me seeing him.
Heroes never die.
He's under the bridge, or he was.
He's coming in the right again. Not this time. Fucking ulted on me. What a gun.
Oh my god, kill him. Wow.
Double kill.
I think they're almost all of them are on point.
Shit, I got caught in a trap. Come to me if you need healing.
Okay, I don't know if anybody saw what I just did there. I did it kind of poorly. I think I did it better in a game earlier that night. But that's what I'm always going to try to do as Winston, and they're on point. I'm going to run in. I'm going to put my shield so that it's like half my shield is on the point. So all we need to do is like just take a little bit of their space away. And if we can do that with a shield that's kind of just on the point, and we all kind of just cram in there, or just use that to just get on the corner of the point. Like, this works pretty well. And then we got crit shield there too, which is also really good.
Hello there.
Nice res, Hillary.
Yeah,
Very
thanks.
sneaky. Very sneaky.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hang out in this right room and wait for the Reaper to show up, and I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Kick.
Or the dick, whatever.
He's going that.
Yeah. So Hillary's just about to call out that he's going that way again. So had this been a situation where he was, you know, having more success than he was, again, I would really I'd like to see a Junkrat. Just kind of staying with Orisa and Zen on the point, or playing like a sneaky little Junkrat on that right side to counter that Reaper. We're handling him pretty well, so it doesn't seem to be super necessary.
That way again, I see him.
Fire in the hole!
Put it out!
Behind you!
I feel great!
Well, they only got me, so that's alright. Worth it.
Heroes never die.
Oh, Reaper's on the left this time.
Of course he
Damn
is.
it.
Just killed Hillary.
Defect the diva, son of a bitch. Go down.
I appear to have lost.
Reaper's back up.
Get the Mercy, she's low.
I still have use for you.
Got the Reaper.
Once more into the
I'm
breach.
down.
I got the Mercy. I held the point a little bit.
Very up.
Just demacked. Reinhardt's low. He's dead. Nice little slice there to her.
Thanks.
Prison Mike. Back on his mainstay, Farah.
60 seconds remaining.
Reaper's coming in on the right, but I got him this time. Cunt.
Oh, no,
I just kicked that Mercy in the face.
Okay, there was something too. Like I've been running away from that diva pretty much the whole game. She keeps trying to push this left side. But that's like exactly what I want from doing that. She used her boost, she used her rockets. Now like all of her shit is on cooldown. So she can't come in. And that's just by being there, you know? Like I didn't do much, but she used all of those abilities and now they're all on cooldown, so she can't come flying in like she might want to.
She was
still over
wrestling
there.
and I kicked her in the face.
Please move behind the barrier.
That was priceless.
30 seconds remaining.
By my calculations, our defenses will hold if we redouble our efforts.
He's still over here. God damn it.
What, the Reaper?
Yeah.
Not, don't push up too far, guys.
Devo coming in. Oh shit. Hammer down.
Oh, that fucking Reinhardt just got one.
This is not your time.
I'm down. Got caught that Devo. Barrage.
Incoming.
Weapon system optimized.
Reaper, one of the point.
Watch the ult. Shut down. Down.
Okay, so all in all, that was like really good. We kept our composure. We got back onto the point every time they had an organized push. Most of the time they were pretty unorganized, I think. But they did have a few organized pushes there, and that was one of them. And we weathered all of them, so that was really good. Now we'll go to attacking. We'll skip all of our funny... Oh no, we won't skip our funny banter.
Oh
Because it's
man.
really funny.
This is just like old times.
Our paths cross for now.
What do you have to
As
eat,
the
present?
future.
Gruel. Gruel sandwiches. Gruel omelets.
Oh my god.
Attack commences in 30 seconds.
Here we go.
That's a Reaper.
Okay, we'll back up. No. So like this is good spacing, and a good split too. Like having Anders over here, he can send orbs to you guys. He can bounce orbs in the door, and this guy Marco SN29, this douchebag, he thinks he's gonna be able to just jump on Anders. What he doesn't know is there's a monkey right here too. So we kind of chase him off. Yeah, it's just a good split, and we should probably always do some kind of a split coming up to this choke.
That's a Reaper.
This will protect us.
Okay, now I did something good there. Like I looked behind us to see if anyone was coming, but really I should have kept looking because I think that Reinhardt comes in behind us. So we should have somebody who is trying to do that when we make these pushes, like somebody who's at the back of the pack. And it's going to depend on what characters are being played, I think. And it may end up being like Anders or Hillary, because the healers tend to be towards the back. And I know you have a lot to do when you're healing us, but in this case I was able to do it, and actually tanks could probably do it too. Just, you know, make sure nobody's behind us.
Shit, freaking Reinhardt's coming from behind us.
Okay, and then Anders makes that call, which is good. And I could have turned around, but if you look at the kill feed, this motherfucker over here is killing everybody, so I had to get on to this Widow and apply some pressure. And as a matter of fact, I probably should have done it, you know, before she killed both of our DPS players. But I'm a little slow. I'm only slightly slower than Crit.
Sniper up on the back thing.
I'm on her. Got her. She dead. I'm on the
I don't know how I got out of that challenge. Reaper behind you guys.
Doom Fist on point, Eric. Okay.
Excuse me for
I just
dropping
landed
in.
on his corpse. So I think we just got, well, I just got lucky there, that Jeff and Torrance respawns came in when they did, to help me clean up. I wasn't really thinking that that would happen. All I thought when I looked over the edge was, oh shit, Crit's in a 2-on-1, I better get down there and help him. So it worked out well, and our respawns came in. So thanks to DPS guys for helping me out there.
I'm on fire.
I think I'm the only one that died in that push.
No, I died.
Dude, I got pinned, and like right as I was about to hit the wall, I was able to do my
Commence.
No way, Anders. I fucking shielded you.
You shielded me, that's what did it. It's like, what? How did I get out of it? Because like as soon as I hit, I wraithed away. And I was like, maybe my wraith worked, but nope, I guess that's it.
I shielded you.
Nice. Like, how the hell did I get out of that?
Because you got a good life.
Doomfist is in here.
I need a heal. I'm on the right side.
Oh shit.
See what I did there? I stood still. I almost got dead. And I was just waiting.
Oh, Reaper ult.
I'm down. I got
Oh,
pinned.
he was up top.
Yep.
Right back up.
Oh shit.
Oh, Reaper ult.
I don't know if everybody knows this, but snipers love to stand over here. Like, this is a very common position for snipers on this map.
Ult.
I'm down. I got
Oh,
pinned.
he was up top.
Yep.
I've got my coalescence.
Yeah, my ult
Through
too.
the miracle of science.
I'm gonna nano boost your coalescence.
Yes.
Nano boosted full of life.
Don't go in until I can jump
Nano
that
boosted.
sniper. I think I know where she is. She's back right side, I believe.
Enemy contact.
We could get crit ult too. That would be pretty devastating.
Yeah. How close are you,
Alright,
Chris?
I'm hit, but...
80.
So right there, I should have said, I should make the call to abandon, because as I came around that corner and I made that jump and I didn't get up there with the sniper, I knew that this was busted and I was gonna die. But I didn't call that out, and I should have. And luckily, you guys didn't follow me. In retrospect, it was a really bad decision.
Alright, let's wait for Kretzel. We'll put them all together and destroy them.
Damn it.
Well, while
Reaper
you guys
behind.
were deciding what to do, I was trying to kick some ass.
Shit.
Once more.
Sorry, Eric. I'm just, like, not fast enough to get those bubbles on you right.
And there's nothing to apologize there for crit, because nothing to apologize for there crit, because the problem is I was acting too fast. I need to slow down a little bit. Yeah, that was bad on my part.
When you jump. Like, I see you, and then I go to press the button, and then you're dead.
Yeah, I threw a grenade at you, but by the time it reached you, you were dead.
So, I was paying
Fine
attention.
now.
It's just
Got the sniper.
slow.
Let's move.
Alright. I've got my graviton. Let's get him.
Alright, be careful of the Reaper from behind. Because he's up there again.
I'm fucking dead. What the
Just
fuck?
drop down.
You're getting Symmetra turrets. These turrets are ridiculous. We gotta take care of those.
Onward.
I'm dead. What the
Just
fuck?
drop down.
Ton. Let's get him.
Alright, be careful of the Reaper.
Again, I'm going too fast here. I heard the let's get 'em, but if you notice, I did look down like under the bridge. And
So,
who did
I was paying
who did I
attention.
see
Just
over here?
got
Got the sniper.
slow.
Let's move.
Alright. I've got my graviton. Let's get him.
Alright, be careful
Oh, I
of the
see
Reaper
Jeff.
from behind. Because he's up there again.
Yeah, even though I saw Jeff there, he was the only one I saw, and I should have not gone in as fast as I did. I should have stalled over here on this left side a little bit more and waited for more of us to get closer. I guess I just didn't realize that everybody else was still so far back. But again, like, all I needed to do was turn a little bit to my left and I would have seen your chevrons back there. So, another mistake by me of trying to get in there too fast. I'm dead. What the
Just
fuck?
drop down.
You're getting Symmetra turrets. These turrets are ridiculous. We gotta take care of those.
It looks like Torin might have popped his ult a little early there too. Did that happen? I don't know. Who's popping ult over there? Yeah. Yeah. It must have been Torin. So Torin was with me on my side. I didn't even know that. honestly. I'm fucking dead. What the
Just
fuck?
drop down.
You're getting Symmetra turrets. These turrets are ridiculous. We gotta take care of those.
Onward and upward.
Because they're just melting. Eric, those are what slowed you up there in that corner.
I know where the shield gen is. It's like over by their spawn door on the right. Maybe
Reapers, yep.
Prison Mike could go. Oh shit! I just got scatter arrowed. Fucking out of nowhere.
Reinhardt's up here by himself.